a young Demi Moore, any pour on any floor.
All right, guys, today we are in the garage. We're gonna be installing this fishing pole holder that I built a while ago. I'll put links to these little guys. This is super simple setup. All I did was I bought a 2x4, 8 foot long. I trimmed it down to the wall that I used to have it on, but now we're putting it on a different wall because we actually tore out the old one. And then from there, I bought these little fishing pole clips here. They were super cheap. I think it was $9 for 25 of them or something like that. There's a lot of different brands on there. These ones have 2 holes, so you can put 2 screws in it where they don't spin. I didn't really find that was too big of an issue, so I just did 1 in each. Yeah, let's go over here to the wall and install it. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of figure out where I want this board. Then I'm gonna put just a little screw over here, just a temporary one to help me hold it in place. I don't have anybody to help me today, so I'm gonna put one over here, screw that in, get over to this side, put the screw in, and then come back over here, put the other screw in, take the old screw out. But first I need to find the studs. So I know, because this wall isn't painted, that there's a stud here, there's a stud there, and there's one more over here off camera that you can't see. And then there's probably another one right here. So now if I can, I've already got some holes drilled into this board from the last time that I mounted it. So I'd like to reuse those if possible. So the first one is up here at the top. So what we're gonna do for that one is, I know from when I mounted it previously that it needs to be about that high. So if I put that screw, the other issue is that I've got an electrical outlet over here and I don't exactly know where these wires go. There's a stud right here and my box is actually on the back side of this garage. So I would assume they'd probably head that way off the stud. Obviously we don't want to hit any of those though, so got to avoid that. So looking at my old hole here, don't think I'm going to be able to reuse it. On this side, I don't know, yeah, you can see there's some extra space. That's because that was the side that was in the corner before. And so I was gonna mount it in the same position, so this side would be the top, but actually since that side's going in the corner over there, I think I'll use that side that's a little more empty. We'll flip it and mount it that way. So I've got my drill. What I'm gonna do is just sort of find out where this board's gonna kind of rest. I know I want it to be probably about there. So I think if I put a screw about here, should be fine. Now this doesn't need to go into a stud. It's just so it looks like actually based off of that, we probably have 2 studs there. So not a big deal. This is just a temporary screw, like I said. I'm barely even gonna put it into the wall. So we'll look at that. Just like that for now. Yes, it's gonna put a hole in the wall. Am I worried about it? Not really. We actually need to surface and paint this wall anyways, so it's not a big deal. All right, so these are the screws that I'm using. I don't actually know what they're for, but I had a box of them. So it's actually a T25 bit that they use. So I've got that as well. Put my extra screw down there. Let's find the studs real quick on this wall and we'll drill this in. Don't think I'm gonna pre-drill it. didn't pre-drill the last one, so should be fine. Got one. One down here. Got one right there. And this is more like your standard studs. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw this up on here, like so. Throw this on top. That's pretty good right there. Now, this is only meant to hold fishing poles, but you know, we want it to be nice. Make sure you guys can see me. Swap these bits. Pull that one out. And the whole thing stayed. That's a plus. Alright guys, so we have our fishing pole holder mounted. It is pretty sturdy, nice and level. Didn't interfere with our electrical box here. And we also didn't have any issues with this because we used this side that is a little more empty than the other side. So our garage door ends about here and our first fishing pole holder starts here. So that's perfect. Only thing left to do is put the fishing poles on it. So we're gonna switch over to a time lapse and get that done. All right guys, so as you can see, we got the poles up. We got our pole holder installed, all nice and sturdy, nice and clean. It takes up a nice little perfect section of this garage wall here. If you liked this video, please check out my channel. Feel free to subscribe or leave a comment down below. Definitely like this video if you thought this was helpful, or if this is something that you want to do in your garage or your house, wherever you store your fish and stuff. Thanks for watching.